Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler for you series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I'm getting to try cuisine from a country that I haven't tried before. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? What happens to be my my Dragon Ball shirt, which I've worn in any number of reviews. See, folks, you got to be safe. You got to, even while you're doing your reviews, you have to have your seatbelt on. You never know what could happen. But no, if you're somehow unfamiliar with the Dragon Ball franchise, I mean, it's been a mega success. You know, I would say pretty much inarguably the most successful anime of all time. And, you know, I grew up with the Dragon Ball Z stuff more than anything, but when I finally got around to watching the original Dragon Ball stuff, when they started going over there and showing it on Cartoon Network, I was really struck at how much I liked this series in comparison to the Z stuff, you know, that I'd already become familiar with. It's a very different show in a lot of ways, and I really liked it. And as I've gotten older, I've really sort of found that even though there's certain parts of it that haven't aged the best, I still think that I honestly prefer Dragon Ball over like Dragon Ball Z or any of the later iterations, even though I have a good deal of love for all of them, except Super. I don't like Super. But anyway, folks, what are we doing today? What am I trying for you? What's going on? Well, I'm out to see a movie today, and actually it's part of the reason why I'm wearing the shirt, because they're doing a screening of I think early 90s anime movie called Ninja Scroll, which you've never seen. It's fuck not crazy pants. And I wanted to be part of that, so I figured I'd wear something anime appropriate. And I had, a couple hours before I was going to go see it, so I was looking at the cuisine around the theater. And it turns out that there's a place that has El Salvadorian food. It's boom! It is from a place called Pupuseria Cheros. And I apologize for all the things I'm going to mispronounce. But they have a mix of Mexican food and El Salvadorian food. The only thing I can think of that I've tried that's been from El Salvador has been like some of their sodas. But I've never actually had the cuisine itself. So, what with the namesake being Pupuseria, what am I trying for you? First, anyway. Well, it's boom, and it's boom. What is this, though? This is a pupusa, which I had no idea what that was. But yeah, so this is a pupusa, specifically again, apologizing in advance, Revueltas, which consists of queso, chicharron, and frijoles, cheese, beans, and pork rinds. That sounds amazing to me. So, let's give it a go. Let's try this out. First of all, let's get a thing for the thing. Oh, it's warm. It's so warm. Looks like that. Ha 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 ha. I'm just going to try to eat it like this. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but... Ooh. Holy shit, that's good. I love the outside, I don't know exactly, I don't know if you want to call it a pastry or whatever. But it's kind of like a pita, but it sort of tastes like a tortilla. It's like corn-based. That is super good. That is so fucking good. I'm gonna take a look back at... Yeah, okay. Man, I wanted to look back at the ingredients real quick because, the cheesiness on that is fantastic. I wanted to make sure that, I was remembering the cheese correctly. The queso on that is delicious. That is just I love like I said, I love the exterior. And then, like, just the insides. Oh my God, this is so good. This is one of those things where I'm gonna be struggling to explain things because I'm gonna be eating it. Just like the range of flavors that they managed to pack into this, because like it's not like it's like a super plump filling, you know, but you do get a good amount of it. The queso is excellent. It's nice, it's cheesy, awesome flavor. Then you've got like the flavor from like the chicharrones, which is like it's basically pork rinds, but you know, like fried or steamed. And idiots. No, you get like this really awesome flavor. Like when you get, you know, a piece of that, like it just kind of amps everything up. And it's just got all these different flavors going on, but they all work so harmoniously together. Because in my head, I kind of figured it was going to be like bigger chunks of this stuff. But if anything, it's almost like they sort of like maybe blended it together, you know, created sort of like almost like a mash or something like that. This is exceptional. I can see why this is their namesake. Because this is stupid good. Like you're gonna watch me eat all of this because this is too damn good not to. That seriously is so freaking tasty. It's just the exterior. As soon as I bit into that, I knew I was in love because I've never had anything with quite that texture and well, that composition and that flavor. Because like I've obviously had corn tortillas before, but never in that sort of pita type presentation. And the way that imparted flavor and just the textural element to it was delicious. But then when I got into it, you know, as soon as I tasted the queso, I was like, okay, this is even better than I thought it was going to be. Then when I got in a little bit more and I started getting some of the other elements, it was this mix of cheesy and a little bit meaty, but like none of it was like pushing too hard. It all worked very harmoniously to sort of almost become this homogenous flavor. But it was just like so complex and so tasty. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes, and oh my God, yes. So here's the thing. Like, and the thing is, I've mentioned the fact, you know, I always like it when you get, like, food that basically comes in, like, a pocket, you know, of something. Like, it's easy to work around, you know, you can sort of take it with you, it's convenient. And the more of these that I try from different cultures, because, lo and behold, lots of places go over there and, you know, have their own versions of something similar, the more I'm disappointed that we got saddled with Hot Pockets. I mean, and Hot Pockets serve their purpose, to be fair. But it's like, oh my God, like between this and, you know, like empanadas and stuff like that, it's like, why do we have Hot Pockets? Come on. And again, you know, Hot Pockets are fine. But, no, that really was exceptional. And so much so, and some of you might know where I'm going with this already, I'm calling that the business. And if you don't know what that means, when I call something the business, that means that for all intents and purposes, I think that's pretty much, at least in my experience, that's pretty much the best that it can be. You know, you can maybe tweak things a little bit here or there, but the overall experience and the flavors at play are just pretty much perfect. And that's what this was for me. From start to finish, everything in my brain was like, just keep eating. Shut up, don't talk, just eat, 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 eat. And then go buy more and eat, 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 eat. That's how good this was. So for me, this is a huge win. Way to go, El Salvador. And if I'm recommending it, I'm absolutely recommending it. Because the thing is, I did actually go over there and I had a little lunch there, you know, and I ordered a couple things to go so that I could do some reviews. And the lunch that I had was very good too. But I will say this, again, I understand why this is their namesake. Because this, in comparison to my lunch, again, as good as it was, and it was a very tasty lunch, this was just miles. It was just so good. And I mean, and it's got me excited for, the next thing I'm going to be trying too. I would say if you go to this spot, somebody walking by, just entered into my field of vision. Idiots. But no, seriously, if you happen to stop by this spot, and I highly recommend that you do, get yourself some pupusa. And they have a whole bunch of different varieties too. Like, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13! So there's something for everybody there. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly Pupusa-tastic rest of your life, because I didn't even know these things existed until today, and now I'm utterly gobsmacked. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what other El Salvadorian food should I try? Because this will be the second El Salvadorian dish that I've had, and then I've got another one that I'm going to be reviewing just after I get done with this, so watch that review. But yeah, please let me know, because, again, this is literally my first real excursion into that country's cuisine, and, I'm so impressed right now, so let me know. Anyway,